Hey there, so I'm going to do a video on circles, and what you're going to see is I'm going to make a circle, and you may have just seen those words that said 4 centimeters. So this circle should be, in fact, 4 centimeters big, large. Well, and that's kind of not true either. I'm going to explain everything in a second. So it said that had whoa, that's not what I want. Hey. Oh, this video is not starting off great. That's all right. So it was showing that it had what's called a radius of 4 centimeters. And the radius is the distance from the center to the circumference. And the circumference is the distance around a circle. All right. Now, there's one other key word that we need to know, and that word is the diameter. So the diameter goes from the center of the circle. Does not go from the center of the circle. It goes all the way across the circle, and it should be the longest line. And this is the diameter. And technically, since my radius was 4 centimeters, my diameter should have been 8 centimeters, but it's a little bit off, and that's fine. So let's see, and I'll redraw my radius here. My radius should be about 4 centimeters. I think I missed my center. Anyway, so that's fine. So here's how this all works. The circumference is the distance around the circle. Now, if you take the circumference and you divide by the diameter, you end up with pi. Now, what is pi? Pi is an irrational number, which is approximately 3.141. Let's see. It goes on and on and on forever because it is irrational. So let's see. Oh, goodness me. Press delete one more time. Here we go. 3.14159. So I'll round it to 6. Now, we don't really need that many decimals, but here's how it works. The nice thing about this is there's circumference. If we cross multiply, we get circumference equals pi times the diameter. So that's the circumference formula. The other circumference formula doesn't use the diameter. It uses the radius. Now, you'll notice that the radius is, let's see if we can use this. Oh, this might work. The radius here is half the diameter. So 2 times the radius, 2 times the radius should equal the diameter. Not should, will equal the diameter. So I'm going to say circumference equals 2 times pi times the radius, because remember, 2 times the radius is the diameter. The last thing we're going to do is we are going to talk about the area. And I have a little bit problems using this whiteboard, and that's fine. So the area is equal to pi times the radius squared. Now, I'm going to give you a quick example. You'll take a look at this circle that we have here, all right? And our radius was is 4 centimeters. So the deal is, when we have a rectangle, we end up with the length times the width, which is one dimension multiplied with another. Well, here we only have one dimension, and that is the radius. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say area equals pi times 4 squared. Now, you'll notice, oh goodness me, I keep doing that. You'll notice over here I have some words. It says formula substitution, irrational answer, and then rational approximate answer. Oh, goodness me. This is really going from bad to worse. So here, this is my formula. Here I substituted in the value 4 for pi, 4 for the radius. I get area equals 4 squared is 16. 16 pi centimeters squared. This is an irrational answer. But it is exactly what the value is. However, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to people. So what I had to do is I had to type in 16 pi on my calculator. And I get 50.265. So I'll round to nearest hundredth, so we'll say 50.27. So the area is approximately 50.27 centimeters squared, and that's a 7. Now, if I were to use the circumference, I would go back to those 4 steps, and they are, write the formula. So I'm going to say circumference equals, because I have the radius, I'll use 2 pi r. I'm going to substitute in my radius. It's going to be 4. Circumference equals 8 pi centimeters. Notice this is a distance, so we're using centimeters, not centimeters squared. And that's my exact answer. That is my irrational answer. Now I need the rational approximate, so I'm going to type in 8 pi. Once again, I'll round to nearest hundredth, so I get 25.13. Circumference. The circumference is approximately 25.13 or 13 hundredths of a centimeter. And that's it. I hope this video helps.